Okay, I discovered a little problem with my van last night, driving home from work. And if you were the vehicle coming the other way, I do apologise for this. But if I switch my lights on, and I have main beam on, which is fine. I'll try and get it so you can see both. I can dip it, no trouble at all. Main beam, dip beam. If I put the last signal on, main beam, dip beam, no problem at all. Now I was turning right at this time when a car came round the corner, so I had my right signal on, I had my main beam light on, and you cannot dip it. Ah! By the time I'd figured out it only dips when it's not signalling, he'd already passed me, wobbled past me, blinded. I do apologise, I've only just discovered that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a new one of these. They're dead cheap on eBay, so I've bought one of them, so that's a quick fix. I'll sort that out. The other problem I'm having is my light switch. Nothing lights up at night, so I can't see how quick I'm going at night. I can't see my speedo. My radio doesn't light up or anything like that. Nothing. Everything works, it just doesn't light up. As that's the only thing that does light up, I've put the fault onto there, so I'm going to replace that. You can get these for about 10 quid off of eBay as well, so dirt cheap. I'll buy a new one of them and we'll sort that out as well. Final thing to do, whilst I was down there looking for the fault, I've gone and broken my rev counter. It worked when I bought the van, no trouble at all. I took it all to pieces trying to find out why nothing was lighting up at night. When I put it all back together again, the rev counter, it does work, but it's way below. It's way below what it should be. It's reading below 0 when it's on engine tick over, and when it's revving its nuts off, it's reading at the bottom of the green. So I need to fix that now as well. Easy as that. And that cost me 10 quid off of eBay. Job sorted. Right, let's see if it works. Right signal, last signal. Well, help me to switch the lights on, doesn't it? So I've got main beam on, got my right signal on, yes. So you can see main beam, dip beam, right signal on, main beam, dip beam, left signal on, main beam, dip beam. Lovely job. 10 quid off eBay, sorted. Right, next job is, so if I can get the lights working on dash, and I've got a new light switch. Let's fit that. Well, two lots of good news, one bit of bad news. Fix the rev counter, so the rev counter's now in the right position. Done my indicator stuck, so I can now dip the headlights when my right signal's on, which is all good. Bad news is it's not the light switch, so my dashboard still isn't lighting up at night. All I did was I just pulled the cable out the back and plugged it into the new unit before I fitted it, and it's still the same thing, so I haven't bothered changing the light. I just unplugged it again and plugged it back into that, save fitting it and unfitting it. So I still can't see how quick I'm going at night, so what I might do is buy some aftermarket LED lights or something and just attach them behind and then just wire them in. Because if it's not the light switch and it's nothing in there, then it's got to be somewhere in the wiring, and there's an awful lot of wiring and I'll never find it. So I've given up on that. I might ask somebody in the know, see if they know what it might be, but other than that, I think it's aftermarket lights in there, just to light up the speedo so I know how quick I'm going. Well, there we go. My lights work. I had a friend look at it. It's all sorted, so all my dash lights up, I can see how quick I'm going. My blooming rev counter's gone down again, so I'll have to sort that out again. Yeah, my friend looked at it, and everything works except for the radio. The radio does work, but it doesn't light up, and that is because this van has been messed around a bit with the electrics. Now what I think is they've had a different radio in here, perhaps a sat-nav one or a posh one, because there's loads of extra wiring behind the radio, and it looks like extra speakers and all sorts have been wired in. Now what we found is when we disconnect the radio, all the lights started working. When you plug the radio in, they all stop. So what we've done is we've managed to find the wire that lights up the radio at night. We've cut that wire and everything now works, although we have no idea why, but there's a lot of bodges behind that radio wiring wise, so I don't know what's happened. But yeah, I mean, it looks like lots of extra speakers were installed, perhaps a better radio, one with a sat nav or something like that. And what they've done is, before they sold it to me, they've took the posh radio out and put the standard radio back in again or something. Also it looks like there was a car kit. There's like a phone socket for like a Nokia type thing, and you can see holes where you can't at the moment because there's light in there where it looks like a phone cradle was. So there's been things added and things have been removed, and for some reason that's caused that fault with me instruments not lighting up. But it's as good as good now. I mean, I can live without the radio works. I can live without it lighting up, because we don't know why it's causing that fault, and it's going to take hours and hours and hours of investigation to find out why. It's a massive circuitry underneath there, so that's odd. I can live without it. So that's all good now as well. So I've bought myself some extra lights because there's not much lighting in the back. And I've bought these LED bulbs in. The trouble is they're not fitting in. I've got them cheap on the internet, and if you can look up, there's one there, and there's all those gaps there, so I can fit extra lights. Now I've done it on the other side now. I've not wired them in yet, but I've got one there, so I'm going to have 3 going across. Only the middle one works. But the problem I'm having, and I'll show you how I'm fixing this now. I'll point him up. Go on up. Is plonk him there like so. When I brought them, they won't fit in no matter how hard I try. Oh, come on. He will not go in. Will not go in. Problem is, that's too high. These won't go far enough. These bits here will not go far enough in. So I'll show you a quick fix for that now. So, I'll hold it in front of the camera. The problem is, the edge here is too high. Oh. So the problem is, the edge here is too high, so I need to sand that down, so then those clips will go further in and it'll click in basically. Now what I'm using, well, you could use a file like one of those, but it'll take forever. So what I'm using is one of those. Oh yes. Right, I'll just see if I can set this up a bit better. It's always difficult. The worst thing I have trying to work on stuff is trying to work on it, because I'm on my Todd. Keeping everything in focus. I'm trying to do the job and look through the camera lens at the same time. It's never bloody easy. See if I can set this up. Ah, there, yeah, that'll do it. There we go. So I'll let it focus in. So I've taken the edge down a little bit now. Let's see if it'll fit in. go, nicely in. And that's it, all 3 of them done. So I've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Originally, oh, you can't see that one. Originally there was just 2, 1 in each middle. I'm just going to run wires now, 2 ones each side, so it'll be much brighter. So I'm just going to connect the wire, run the wire through there to there, and back to there. Nice and simple, nice and easy. There we go, all my lights are wired up now. You can tell the older ones, but they've all got the LED bulbs in. You can see the back one there, you can see the middle one was the original and the ones after that and the new ones. There we go, we're definitely sorted for load area lighting now. I can see everything in there. Marvellous, another thing ticked off the box. So that is my van. I did title it 1 month with the van, but to be honest with you, it's more like 2 months now. So we shall say 2 months with the van. So, not many problems. I've got a bit of a run. Final thing I've noticed, I've got a bit of a run on the power steering pump. So it's just a new pipe down there basically. But that's the only thing with the engine now. But everything's fixed. Everything that was wrong with it has been sorted. So my dash lights all work now. Everything in here works apart from the radio doesn't light up. I've got all my gumph down there, sponges, spare fluids, bulb kit, another sponge in between the bulb kit. I've got a fuse kit and everything down there. So that's everything in here. So it's all nice and simple, isn't it? I lifted the bonnet because I can never do it one-handed. So I can't do it whilst I'm holding the camera. So down here I used to do a bit of towing, so I've got a on-tow sign thing for the bar. I've got a nice bar in the back, I'll show you that in a minute. I've got all my straps underneath the seat, all organised, I've also got engine coolant there, because I lost all my engine coolant. I don't know if I said so or not, but I was in the supermarket and I walked back and it was a dry day and there was a huge puddle underneath my van. I think I still got it there, and the pipe had split. Don't know if you can see it. Pipe had split, there's a bulge and a split, and it lost all its engine fluid, all its engine coolant all over the car park. Luckily it was the end of the pipe, so I just cut the end of the pipe off, reattached the pipe, and went and got some more engine coolant. I had to buy the expensive stuff, the pre-mixed, you know, the already mixed stuff, and fill it up there and then. But it got me on. So that was that done. That's the only disaster I've had really. It's the only break. It didn't exactly break down. It just leaked all. So I managed to fix it. So it wasn't a disaster. So that's all that. That's all the inside. I've got all my manuals and I've got spare fuses just in case. I've got everything all in there. I'll show you the back. Organised the back. Organised. I've got the thing there for my trailer. And I've got a towing bar. Show me towing bar. I've put it up there. So I've put a nice little bracket on there, so it's for towing. Saves with a tow rope. It's extendable. It's a good quality one. 3.5 ton. Bolts in place. The only thing I don't like about it is the tow. It looks like a cheap Alford's one. I put a link up for this as well. Show you where I got it from. Bought it off of eBay. Nice chap. So I just don't like that. I could do with a proper one like from the Ice Williams trailer or something like that. I'd like. That's that. I've got all my lorry gumph down here, don't know all that. I've got my boots from my boot videos. The other thing I've got is my high lift jack, which is strapped in the corner, and a golden retriever. Haven't we, Jack? We've got a golden retriever in here now. Yeah, I put my jack there, and I've got the wheel brace up my Land Rover because that fits my Ice Williams trailer. But when I get the Land Rover back on the road, I'll need my wheel brace for that. I've got a high lift jack on the Land Rover. Sadly it's strapped to the outside of the Land Rover because there isn't room to put it inside, so it's gone a bit rusty. So this is my good condition one that always lives inside. So that's the inside. Other than that, I keep it fairly empty because I like to carry stuff. I've got all my, sorry, I've shown you all my lights, so I just like to keep everything empty for if I do need to get anything big in it. The only thing I do like is I like to keep things by the doors. So if I need to jack something up, the jack is by the door. So if it is full of stuff in here, I can get this easily. Same with the bar for towing. It's by the sliding door. I can just pull that out sideways, so I can get to it should I need it. That's just all my lorry stuff, all my lorry toolbox and everything. I could do with mounting the spare wheel somewhere. I could do with mounting it. Again, ideally by a door, because if I get a puncher and it's got a load in it, I don't have to try and unload the van to get to the spare wheel. We shall have to sort something like that out. But yes, that is my van. Quite happy with it. Right, thanks for watching. I shall post another video soon. I'm doing another lorry one. Well, I'm trying to do another lorry one. I actually started doing a lorry one before I started making this one, and it takes longer with the GoPro camera to upload them and all the rest of it. So it's that way. Plus with the van I do it in my own time. With the lorry I do it in work time, and I don't get an awful lot of time to do stuff, and I've got to wait till I go places and all the rest of it, and I can never, if I have something in mind, you can guarantee I won't go there for about 3 months, so I have to wait 3 months so I can film it. Right, so again, thanks for watching, and a bit of luck, I shall post another video soon. Bye bye.